Port Vale versus Arsenal. It's our first round of the Carabao Cup, and let's be honest, I'm not really worried about this game. I'd be absolutely fuming if we don't win it, but look, I'm not going to sit here and be negative. I'm going to sit here and say we should and we probably will win. No disrespect to Port Vale, but let's be honest, we should be beating them with our C team. Now, obviously, we've had a few injuries at Arsenal, and that's something worth talking about, especially the one with Nani Madueke. I remember I made a video about that in the match review. I was criticising the decision to remove Nani Madueke and replace with Saka instead of Trossard. Now I know I thought it was a tactical decision. Now I know it's a medical concern. 2 months out from what I'm hearing, and it's all we fucking need right now. And I swear that we're getting injuries quite often now. Right, let's have a proper look at it. Yeah, we've got Gabriel Jesus out. We've got Kai Havertz out. Martin Odegaard's out. Noni Madueke's out. Hincapi's out. He's the new guy. I don't think I've seen him play. We might have played one game for a few minutes, but he's out with a groin injury. And Ben White's out too. Now, when I look back looking at all this, I think you have to also consider as well that Saka and Saliba also picked up injuries as well. I'm starting to wonder now if there's kind of like a problem internally. If we're having a problem with the manager or if it's a problem with the training exercises we've got going on. I don't know, but I'm starting to feel now that it's not just bad luck. Like, bad luck's one thing, but this is ridiculous. But sometimes that's just football. You get injuries. And I wouldn't want these injuries right now, because I think this is a good opportunity to rest a fair few players. Let some youngsters get on and, have their moment. And that is what I would do. I would start youngsters. But we have to go into this and we have to say, look, just play a B team, get a result, move on. We shouldn't overcomplicate it. As well, on top of that though, as I say, I'm not gonna get overhyped if we do win, because again, it's a game everyone expects us to win. But I'm going to be absolutely furious if we don't. I wouldn't accept a draw. That's not good enough. I'm not sure what else to really say. Again, it's a good opportunity for us to just win something. A Carabao Cup, we could theoretically win a Carabao Cup. We've got a good enough squad to do it. We could realistically win anything. We've got the squad to do it. But I think the Premier League, this early on, I don't want to lose hope or anything, but the Premier League, if we keep going the way we are, taking, too many cautious decisions against the big six teams, we're gonna suffer. We're not gonna get over the line. There was an Arsenal fan on TikTok. Can't remember what his name was, but his exact wording was Arteta is the man before the man, and I'm starting to think more and more kind of agree with that. I can thank Arteta for how far he's brought us, don't get me wrong, but it feels like he's kind of got us to a certain level, but he's too afraid to take us over the line now. But as a lot of people say, this is Arteta's last chance. He's had 4 attempts on this now. Yeah, he's had 3 attempts on this now. This is his 4th attempt. We've got to get something over the line. It's now or never, and let's be honest, this Arsenal fan will not take never for an answer. But anyway, starting off with our squad that I would play, I'm going to start off and go, I think, Kepa. I think David Raya, nothing against him, of course. This is just the kind of games that we have Kepa for, though. And watching him in pre-season, Kepa played really well. I thought he did a brilliant job. And I think it's a good opportunity as well to kind of observe Kepa, see how he does in an Arsenal squad. I don't expect too much, but I don't expect he should have to do too much. But it's there. Now, I'm trying to keep in mind that we have Ben White and Hincapi injured, so I'm going to start us off with saying Christian Mosquera. I think Christian Mosquera, I personally wouldn't have dropped him against Man City, but I can kind of see a very equal, an equal play between him and Saliba, which I suppose is good because we can interchange with the two. And playing Mosquera in a game like this will be really good for us. So I'd say playing Mosquera. Now I'm thinking about this one. I guess we could play Gabriel. Again, I think we bought Hincape for games like this, really. But again, it looks like he's out injured. So I think we have to play Gabriel in the centre back. In the left wing, I have gone with Lewis Skelly. Now, Lewis Skelly, he hasn't had too much playtime, really. But coming on now, I think will do him quite some good. Get a few minutes in his leg, at least. Get Calafiori a chance to rest and avoid unnecessary injuries. And on the right, I was going to say Ben White, but again, he's injured. Is there anyone else that can play on the right back? I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I think I'm gonna have to say Timber then. I don't really want to play Timber in this game, if I'm honest, but it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Now in the midfield, I have to bear in mind who's injured in midfield. So Odegaard and I guess you could say Kai Havertz, who can play in midfield. They're both injured. All right, considering that, I'm going to say Norgard instead of Zubimendi. We haven't seen much of Norgard, but look, we haven't seen much of Norgard. This is a good chance to get some minutes in his leg. Obviously, he also was injured at some point as well. I don't think he's injured now. I'm not seeing him in anywhere in the injury list. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to just kind of get Norgard back in the game. Hopefully, get him some minutes, and hopefully he can do something with it. I'm gonna say Ethan Wanyeri in the midfield. I think I would have played him against Man City, but I suppose there's concerns about him being a youngster. Well, regardless, Ethan Wanyeri. And look, Ethan Wanyeri, he plays beautiful football. When he gets the ball, his first thought is press forward, and I'd love to see more of that. This is a great opportunity now for him to get those minutes to show Mikel Arteta that he's the one that you should be starting. And alongside him, I'm gonna say Mikel Mourinho. I wasn't impressed with him against Man City, but to be honest, it's gonna be a different kind of game tomorrow. With Mikel Mourinho, I'm not expecting too much from him. I just expect him to kind of go in, get the job done, and that's that. Now on the right wing, I would say Max Dowman. I think Max Dowman now has a point to prove. With the Noni Madueke injury, and obviously, of course, the concerns lingering about Bukayo Saka possibly picking up an injury as well, this could be Max Dowman's moment to kind of come in and say, right, here's my mark. I'm going to leave my mark here. And these kind of games as well, it's nice to have a Max Dowman. From what we've seen from the youngster, he looks absolutely... I can't even say a word to describe it. But he deserves the minutes. I would play him. In goal, not in goal, in striker position, I would say Victor Gyökeres. Not just because I think we're lacking a few options if I put Mikel Merino in the midfield, but also because I think he needs to pick up some confidence as well. Here's a good opportunity to pick up that confidence. But also, it's a good opportunity for Gyökeres to prove to Arteta that he needs to start playing to Gyökeres' strengths. And on the left wing, it's between Trossard and Martinelli. I would personally play Martinelli. I think he's got the pace for it. I think he can interchange between left wing and centre forward. I personally prefer him in the centre forward position role, but obviously, I think still Gyökeres needs to prove that point. But Martinelli, so far, he's proven me wrong. I was very critical of him last season. I was very critical of him at the start of this season. And he's come on and impacted the game off the bench twice. I think now we might have actually found that Martinelli is the impact player that Arsenal needs. But I was saying that as well. When we play to his strength, to Martinelli's strengths, which is his pace, if he's playing against tired legs, I think he gets a massive advantage. Just something to consider, I suppose. But anyways, that's gonna be my match preview. Like, share, and comment, and please do subscribe. It really does help out the channels. Have we surpassed or have we reached? Yeah, we've surpassed 90 subscribers. 90. I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought if we were ever going to get like 90 odd subscribers, it would take a much longer time. But could we be now on the way to reaching 100 subscribers? I pray that we can. I would love it. Every little support helps. I'm still processing just looking at that as well. But anyways, as I said before, please like, share, and comment, and please subscribe. Really does help out the channel. And I will see you in the live reaction for Port Vale versus... Why is this not working? There we go. I will see you in the live reaction for Port Vale versus Arsenal. Until next time.